this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me, ballin' jump, man. Touch hands, we bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight, it take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Ayy, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Ayy, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre. Like the money in the bank, you better play where it's safe. Told him Bella fill his tank, run him to the next state. I get down, I get there to catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slide me summer. Hungry for it, see it issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good, go retrieve it, short, small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. Today's who's but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage is solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 22.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
To throw is Nix. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. A pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Harvey will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You look at this Bronco defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Broncos 12, Chiefs 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Patrick going to change the play. And again it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Nix to the air. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
41-yard gain. And the Broncos 1st down.
Here's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down the 16-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's It's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way. Touchdown!
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that trims the lead down to
26, Chiefs 17. Harrison Butker to kick off 14th of series.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
First down, Broncos.
To throw is Nix. That is taken down. The Chiefs sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sack will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throw and Nix. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Nix. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle here to Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The final shot before break. Nix. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Brings up third.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Harvey now on first and 10. And it's slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9. Back to throw. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Once more with Harvey. And very little there. He might have got a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this one too low.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hold on a second. Get in here. Ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and 7. On play action, here's Nix. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of the gun is Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Nix to the air. They'll roll him out right. Wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. On the move to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake, Nix. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 65 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's caught. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11.
48, Chiefs 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Harvey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, back to Harvey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. A short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they were just well upfield across the 45. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes will throw. Will be caught by Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Easy. Come back. Hero 15.
Mahomes to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That is caught. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
15.
Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score